Cans it from beyond the arc. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Here's George, following the score by Damian Lillard. Here's Leonard, and count it from 19 feet away.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
It's McCollum on the wing. Inside. Covington kicks to McCollum. Out left to the wing. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Over Ibaka, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And both free throws good for Covington. And here is Los Angeles now. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Leonard looking over the floor. And a miss there on the triple. The Trailblazers on offense. Covington finds Lillard. Back to Covington. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
There's the pass to George. This one for three. Cans it from downtown. George has got 6.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lillard against Beverly. Leonard on the wing. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Now here's McCollum. Nurkic, the pass to Covington. It's stolen by Morris. Pass to Beverly. Outside, George. High post try. Off the left rim and out.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's George. He has 6. 3-pointer. No good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard with it. George picks him up. Up again. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. Morris kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard over Jones. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland trailing here. Here's Simon. The dunk, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jones finds Hollis Jefferson. Now Anthony. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Kennard in at the 2 guard. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Jackson against Lillard. 6 to shoot. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Clock is at 3. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 3. Ahead, here's Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Reggie Jackson. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. The shot's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Powell against Leonard. Pass to Morris. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. He feeds it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard up top. He has 6, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Portland making a change here. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Simons, the pass to Cantor. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Portland. Covington's checked in. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got 6.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Simons. And the rejection by Cousins.
All over that one. DeMarcus gets himself in position, times the block beautifully.
Kennard finds Jackson. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. Zubac's the pass to Kennard. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And good that time. Covington's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Kennard. It's his first trip to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And he makes the first.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now a timeout called by Portland. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Little. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard scanning the floor. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And that does it for our halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Paul George really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Lillard fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside, George. Stolen by Kanter. Anthony with it. Leonard picks him up. And now we've got the intentional foul. Shot from the inbound. And the rejection by Ibaka. Stolen by Kanter. Lillard outside. The offensive rebound. And Kanter able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
For Portland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Morris outside. Nobody near Leonard. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
For the Trailblazers, Harry Giles comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And George, here we go. Morris right side. And the pass to Beverly. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Kanter. Chalk up 2 there. Kanter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
And that's just all muscle there. Kanter is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. Now here's Beverly. Not a lot of room. Here's Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Portland the other way.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Anthony finds Kanter. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3-ball. Kennard's got 11 points. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Back to Jackson. 4 on the clock. For the lead. Zubac no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the rejection by Cousins. Pass to Kennard. Back to Cousins. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum against Kennard. Jackson dishes to Batum. Knocked loose. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Giles. Zubac defending. Portland may have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's been all about Enes Kanter for Portland. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Patrick Beverly. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Clippers trail by 3. And here's Leonard from 3. And Jones pulls it down.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking. He gets it in there. Lillard's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Lillard outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 3. Here's George. Kicks it to Ibaka. Here's the dish to Leonard. Looking to get it going. And finished off by Leonard.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Jones finds Lillard. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The layup off target. A 3 from Leonard. Hits it from 3-point range. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Covington passes to Lillard. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cantor checked in for Portland. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Powell kicks to Collins. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard outside. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Clippers on the break. Cousins with the ball. Zubac the pass to Cousins. Jackson dishes to Batum. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kennard. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Jackson passes to Zubac. Kennard against McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Kennard kicks to Batum. Shoots over Powell. A shot by Batum, no good. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Collins dishes to Kanter. Powell inside. Kennard covering. Powell the pass to Lillard. To end the cold streak. Portland again missing. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Batum against McCollum. And Batum kicks to Kennard. To the middle. Here's Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
Huge bucket by DeMarcus. The big man loves the big moment.
And the basket by McCollum.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Passes it to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Dishes to Cousins. From downtown. Offensive rebound. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. George dishes to Ibaka. Good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Collins in the post. Working on Ibaka. McCollum outside. Collins passes to Kanter. Here's Simons. But they get it back. Powell for 3. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. go to work. And the Clippers starting five. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here is George. Leonard inside. Here's Ibaka. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Fast break, Dallas. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Powell. 5 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by the Clippers. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Oh, Leonard in position. Porzingis finds Richardson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, Richardson, simply by being aggressive, puts a lot of pressure on the defense and is able to force the foul.
Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
George passes to Zubac. Outside for George. To the left wing. Clippers moving the ball around. Nobody near Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Richardson, good.
Well, that pull-up shot from Richardson kind of came out of nowhere. Lightning quick speed on the release.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed the full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Now, here's Zubac. After Luka Doncic's miss. Here's Leonard. Banked in off the glass.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Now, here's Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The offensive rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. And that's how you take advantage of the turnover.
Now, here's George. No points in the game yet for him. Zubac, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's good.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And George, here we go.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Doncic with it. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Doncic throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Doncic against Jackson. And here's Porzingis for a three. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Off target from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 8. Now here's Doncic. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got 5 now.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Cauley-Stein kicks to Hardaway. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset. When Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
Batum dishes to Morris. Passes to Kennard. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way. Redick for 3. Brunson kicks to Redick. He dishes it to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Stolen by Beverly, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And there's the pass to Cauley-Stein. To the paint. Here's Kleber. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Floats it up for Cousins. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Clippers trail by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Back to Kennard. Shoots over Redick. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Redick for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
Kennard against Redick. Now Kleber. Hardaway with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Kleber with the bucket.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The shot by Kleba, wide open. Cauley Stein kicks to Reddick. And another basket for Dallas.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Cauley Stein finds Brunson. Reddick with it. And here is Kleba. Just 5 on the clock. Cauley Stein dishes to Reddick. Lets it go with the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And Los Angeles with some changes. Clippers trail by 20. George with the ball. Pass to Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard, the pass to George. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Richardson.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Pass to Powell. And here's Porzingis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. For 3, Richardson. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Powell, the pass to Richardson. Doncic feeling it out. Can't connect from long distance. So as we conclude the first half. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was Josh Richardson who got hot in the first. He had 10 points and that'll...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Jackson. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Jackson finds George. Shot from 12. The Mavericks pull it in. 22 is their biggest lead. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dallas leading by 19 points.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Richardson against George. The 3 for Doncic. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Jackson has the open look. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. From deep three-point range, and it's Doncic missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. Jackson
finds Leonard. Passes Passes it to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson looking it over. And there's the feed to Ibaka. 7-foot shot. Tries to keep it alive. Porzingis comes with the double team. Here's Leonard. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Both teams deciding to change it up. 1:44 left to play in the third. Beverly dishes to Morris. And the Clippers miss again.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Hardaway kicks to Redick. Out to Hardaway. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. And Hardaway Jr. is good for 3. Hardaway has got 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Batum passes to Morris. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Hardaway. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Fires it up. Back to Brunson. Redick inside the line. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Kennard on the wing. Covered by Redick. Down low. Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Dallas leading by 23. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Redick for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Dallas with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Kleber finds Cauley-Stein. Dallas moving the ball around. The pass to Hardaway. Just 4 to shoot. The tray. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 19. Everly with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Yep, it counts.
Got to respect the strength of Beverly. I mean, when he's on the attack, nothing is slowing him down.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Over Batum. Hardaway, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the field. Pass to Batum. Dishes it to Cousins. That one misses. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good on the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Stolen by Brunson. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Brunson, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points, and it goes down 2 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Stripped away. Now, here's Kleba. Over to the wing. Now, Brunson. The 11-footer. And Dallas again with the bucket. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Redick way outside. Another three for Dallas.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Luka Doncic.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And here we go. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen, can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Doncic outside. Passes it to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Jackson down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
So we see the Mavericks take. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Hello, everyone, and welcome to the DA.
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, DA. Thank you. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Now here's McCollum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Kleba, the pass to Hardaway. Doncic against Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. About 1 minute into the first quarter. McCollum outside. Here is Lillard. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Ice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Lillard outside. Sinks the triple.
There's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Pass to Lillard. Now Powell shoots the three. And Damian Lillard, good for the three. Lillard's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic against Lillard. Fires from deep. And it's Doncic missing.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
The putback and the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket.
He plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, it's constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Doncic finds Porzingis. McCollum against Richardson. To the inside. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
More of an off-ball guard. Richardson has worked on the distribution part of his game. Nice to see it right there.
1:44 left in the first. Kicks it out to Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's the break. Kleba with it. Now Covington defending. Richardson gets a wide-open look. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot. When you can light it up like Richardson, why would you?
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. And there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum. He's got 8.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Richardson for 3. Connects from three-point range. Richardson's got 5 now.
Oh, graceful range shot by Richardson. I mean, he makes finding holes in the perimeter look rather easy.
To the right side. Cantor kicks to Jones. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Anthony, the pass to Jones. That shot off.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, got the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Anthony, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Lobs it up for Kanter. No good on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure those two will have a good laugh about it later.
Anthony's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 4. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Lillard on top. Brunson covering. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Back to Lillard. Another shot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. And the wide open shot from Redick. Pass to Brunson. From past the arc. And that goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Cauley-Stein.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession waste.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Collins subbed in for Powell. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Richardson, he's checked in for Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Cauley-Stein dishes to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. The score now all even. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys there were. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Pushing it up. Pass to Lillard. 1:33 left now here in the second. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 11 points.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Doncic finds CLA Stein. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now, here's Doncic. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good from Hardaway. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Kanter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jones against Hardaway. Jones, the pass to Kanter. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Richardson, good.
Methodical from mid-range. Richardson, an effective shooter, so his teammates trust his shots.
Kicks it out to Jones. The pass to Simons. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. CLA Stein. And Kanter pulls it down. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jones finds Kanter. That one's not going to go. CLA Stein with the defensive effort. And there's the call on Jones. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
A quality role player. CLA Stein offers energy, lit, and a team-first attitude his squad appreciates.
Here's Simons. Off with the layup. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break. Or third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range, he can't get it to go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Porzingis passes to Kleba. Redick with the 3. They grab their own miss.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Here's McCollum. Great D that time from Redick.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Portland on defense. It's a 5-point game. Brunson kicks to Finney Smith. Pass to Redick. From deep. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The outstanding quickness of Lillard. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul and he drives.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA?
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Finney Smith. Puts it up. The putback. Outside for Reddick. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. Richardson cover. And it's Simons missing. Dallas leading by 3. Right side Porzingis. Kleba, the pass to Richardson. Back to Kleba. Pass to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Now here's Doncic. He started closer.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. You see a lot of this now.
Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Good work there as it goes.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Anthony kicks to Kanter. Now the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Porzingis has got the ball. Richardson, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 5.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out of his team.
Passes it to Porzingis, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Simons. No good off the back of the rim.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, it's just predictable.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Hollis-Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Doncic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley-Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Lillard from outside. The shot comes out. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Hardaway with a wide-open look. But they'll get another chance. Cauley-Stein finds Powell. Out to Hardaway. The 3 for Doncic. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Trailblazers trail by 9. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Finney Smith. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Covington inside the line, and he swishes it right through.
can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Brunson the pass to Reddick. Back to Brunson. Goes up on the wing. Powell kicks to Brunson. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 9 points. And the basket by McCollum.
And sometimes you just got to assume every three McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. To the wing right side. Here's CLA Stein. Here's Reddick. Portland grabs the miss.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
They get a hand on it. And they're on the break. Powell finds Brunson. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 8. Pass to Lillard. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Off target with his 3. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
Mavericks leading by 6. Brunson kicks to Reddick. Pass to Finney-Smith. And the 3 ball is good.
That's a slip up by the D, and I'm sure they know it. I mean, the one guy you don't want to give an open 3 to.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jones, no luck.
Oh, man, he's got bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. McCollum kicks to Covington. The pass to Lillard. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. CLA Stein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside, Covington with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And a deep 3 from Lillard. It's deflected. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Hey, good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive board.
Brunson with it. Jones covering. Brunson the pass to CLA Stein. 6 to shoot. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. It's stolen by Jones, and it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones is running. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard against Doncic. Clock at 4. Lillard attacking. Yes!
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Doncic against Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Lillard. Over Doncic. And it's Lillard again missing. Richardson against Cantor. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
I mean, the ability of Richardson to instantly elevate your team's play is incredible. He can score, he can facilitate, whatever you need to succeed. Those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was... in the locker room. Each guy has been going over and through his...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Ibaka in at center. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter. He's out there with Nurkic. Powell is out there with McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. Now here's Leonard. Out to Ibaka. Passes it to Kennard. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard. And Leonard stays with it.
It's like he's got a couple of suction cups at the end of those long arms. Those huge hands from Kawhi. Helpful on the glass.
Here's Simons. It's Nurkic, top of the key. And there's the pass to McCollum. Back to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Jackson against McCollum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Powell with it. Pass to Simons. Powell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Simons. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And here's Kennard. Back to Ibaka. Got a piece of it. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And that one, good.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Here's Simons. Now the dish to Powell. Jacks up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now here's Jackson. Kennard up top. Launches it. And Kanter pulls it down.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to McCollum for 3. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
3 on all counts.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Anthony can't hit.
The defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 58 seconds left in the first. Anthony against George. From the arc. And it's Lillard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Cousins finds George. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Beverly. Zubac the pass to George. And Jones sends it back. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now Beverly. On the wing, Batum. Over Jones. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Portland out in front. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Cousins in at the 4. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Paul George.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Here's Simons. McCollum left side over George. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Beverly with the ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And it's denied. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Beverly against Lillard. And the dunk by Zubac.
A good job of reading the pick and roll there from Patrick. You give him a passing lane, he's going to get to it.
Anthony looking it over. Lillard outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Leonard kicks to Kanawha. A 3 ball. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. Outside
Anthony. Now Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lillard finds Jones. Lets the three fly. And there's Lillard on the assist from Jones. Lillard's got 9 points.
Now, defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
Jackson passes to Morris. Rebounded by Covington.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And the shot goes down. And it's a 9-point Portland lead.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate, good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Jackson passes to Kennard. They can't stop the run with that one.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Lillard outside. Outside Anthony to the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Kennard kicks to Leonard. Back to Kennard. Over Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so he makes both from the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Anthony finds Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Harry Giles. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. McCollum's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's George. To the inside. Zubac the pass to George. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Bangs home the trifecta. Beverly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Beverly plays with such great confidence, and it's clear he believes in his ability to score off the pass.
And here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nurkic with the pump fake does a good job fooling the defender that time.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Seven seconds left in the second quarter. Outside, George. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Here's Simons. It's stolen. Kennard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Nobody near Leonard. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And herein lies the problem with trying to defend Leonard, his versatility. You take one thing away, he hurts you with another.
McCollum left side. And that one hits back iron.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket guy still shaking. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Stolen by George. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anfernee Simons. Cousins dishes to Beverly. George looking over the floor. Back to Beverly. Passes it to George. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Tries it from the top of the key. That one a little long.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And it's Anthony with the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's McCollum following the missed shot by Nurkic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's George. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 6.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Cantor, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard against Beverly.
Come get it, come get it.
Now here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers trail by 5. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Cousins. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the dunk by Powell.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Beverly. Powell with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
58 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, George. Batum trying to break loose. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for McCollum. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Anthony. Jones kicks to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Cantor in the corner. It's stolen by Morris. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kennard the pass to Morris. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Portland leading by 9. And that one's good. Leonard. 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Simons surveying the D. Lobs it up for Cantor. It's stolen by Morris. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's Ibaka, and it's Kennard in at the two-guard position. And they go to the intentional foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Lillard up top, guarded by Jackson. Outside, Jones. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Portland. Now here's Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Left side Ibaka. Jackson has the open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
McCollum against Kennard. McCollum passes to Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Jackson finds Ibaka. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And the lean frame of Ibaka, taking the punishment but still converting the basket. Toughness.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one.
Wow!
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Leonard against Powell. Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Powell, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Giles, defended by Ibaka. And it's Giles missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. George, that's a two-pointer. That doesn't go either for George. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. There's Powell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Ibaka. Right side Leonard. Feeds it to Cousins. And the call. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said, this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. And see if they were listening, guys.
Pass to McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Lillard attacking. Kicks it out to McCollum. He's looking for Lillard and finds it. It counts.
When he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Just 1 year in college for Paul George, and then made the transition to the NBA, and all the talk was about what it is we're seeing now. A very capable two-way player, an all-star caliber talent.
Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Lillard. Can't cash in.
Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside, forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Cantor finds McCollum. And George gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
And so the big win by Portland in it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. There it is, the Staples. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Beverley. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
Now, here's Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Pass to Richardson. From the stripe, Kleba. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
There's the pass to Beverley. Down low, Morris. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Kleba, the pass to Richardson.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
In the corner, George with it. With the putback. Kleba with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. The Clippers on defense. It's a 3-point game. Richardson against George. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
The 3 from George. Kleba with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Now here's Beverly. Here's George. No good with the layup. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And here's Richardson. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Porzingis, that's a 2. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And George with the stuff.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Doncic against Beverly. Doncic right side. Off target on the 15-footer.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
George looking around. Outside Leonard. Beverly wide open. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Morris kicks to Leonard. Takes the 3. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, Kawhi Leonard put in the time to become a big-time threat from range. That is beautiful.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic against Beverly. Doncic outside. Can't finish the one-handed jam. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Jackson. He kicks to Batum. Pass to Zubac. Outside Jackson from outside the arc. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Stolen by Zubac. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Brunson against Jackson. Kennard for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Mavericks trailing. Cauley Stein at the elbow. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Jackson against Brunson. Pass to Kennard. The 3. It's good from long range. Kennard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Pass to Marjanovic. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And the pass to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Batum. Rebound by the Clippers. Jackson finds Cousins. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And contact, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Batum after J.J. Redick's bucket. And here's Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And we all know that Redick can shoot it, and I mean shoot it well. But there, nice dime to set up a teammate.
So it's the Clippers now. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Passes it to Cousins. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Cousins has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Kicks it to Hardaway. The 3. Redick up top. Outside Hardaway. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Brunson finds Hardaway. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Brunson against Kennard. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And that one fairly. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The free throw drops from Marjanovic. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to George. Top of the key, Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Leonard. Offensive rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Doncic. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Pass to Porzingis. Now Marjanovic. Pass to Richardson. Back to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Morris. Nobody near Jordan. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Richardson gets a wide-open look. Dallas again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding up. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On the court for the Mavericks, Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Richardson against George, and stolen by Richardson. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop, and the dunk by Doncic.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Here's George. The pass to Ibaka. Leonard looking around. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And again, the Clippers turn it over. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Doncic against Beverly, and Doncic throws it down.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Outside, George, and the wide open shot from Morris, and the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Doncic gets it to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Beverly dishes to Morris. Outside, George passes to Ibaka. Now here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And they get it. Oh, and the dunk by Ibaka.
Well, you look at the frame and the physicality of Serge Ibaka. This guy is a hard-nosed player, and he finds a way to power through it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic passes to Richardson. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Richardson against George. Richardson attacking. Pocket 6. Porzingis can't hit.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Over Redick. Los Angeles with another miss. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Releases. Foul. That's good. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
On the wing, Jackson. Brunson covering. Floats it up for Cousins. Doesn't go for him.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Over Jackson. Brunson finds Cauley-Stein. Brunson against Jackson. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Jackson passes to Batum. Here's Kennard. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Kennard kicks to Batum. Pass to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. The Clippers keep it alive. Count the basket. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Hardaway with it. It's tipped. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Brunson scanning the floor. Hardaway against Batum. To the paint. Here's Cauley-Stein. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
Cauley-Stein hits them both. Here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Dishes it to Jackson. Back to Zubac. Jackson against Brunson. Throws it up high.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Jackson against Brunson. All sorts of time, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Mavericks lead by 6. The Clippers shooting about 42% so far. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. The putback, it's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Brunson against Jackson. And here's Brunson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Kennard against Reddick. Here's Cousins. Cauley Stein grabs the board, and that's an intentional foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Dallas leading by 6. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Doncic missing. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Now the pass to Leonard. Off target from outside.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that. How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
Doncic against Beverly, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Doncic against Beverly. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Outside for George. Here's Ibaka again, Los Angeles.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
Doncic against Beverly. Shoots. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Beverly against Doncic. Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him. Here's George, and the layup falls.
Oh, George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Beverly against Doncic. Fires from the line. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
George against Richardson. Now George. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The three from George. No good that time. Good work defensively by Richardson. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Richardson outside. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. And welcome to this
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Launches a 3. And it's rebounded by Dallas. Richardson outside. A new 14 for the Mavericks. The shot that time not on target. Powell, no one around him. No good on the 3. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Finney-Smith passes to Kleba. Nurkic with the double team. Dallas moving the ball around. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, the defense has to chase Porzingis off that line now, guys. I mean, he's a legitimate shooter from there.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Takes a 3. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. The shot. McCollum, no good.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Richardson, no luck. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 2.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And Covington, maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis, and Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, Richardson has a sneaky mid-range game, folks. Keeps the defense off balance.
Lillard from deep three-point land. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Doncic against Lillard. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic left side. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Kleba inside. Covered by Anthony. No coverage that time. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Really easy to understand why many are high on Porzingis. This guy is a terrific offensive player.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Derek Jones in for Powell. Now here's Porzingis. 5 points in the game. Bucket is good.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Lillard with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic against Lillard. Steps back and shoots. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their games. Deadly from the mid-range.
And the basket by Lillard.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. From deep. Up again. Porzingis on the foul. 7 points in the game. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard way outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic outside. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Back to Redick. Lets it go from deep. Portland grabs the miss. And now Portland on the break. And here's McCollum for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Dallas leading by 5. Powell kicks to Brunson. Back to Powell. Pass to Brunson. Redick against Powell. Covington with the steal. And it's McCollum in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Covington. Here's Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Little comes in for Norman Powell. Jones checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. It's a three-point game. Jones drives in. Redick with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Fast break, here they come. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And Portland with a change here, too. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Finney-Smith. Porzingis passes to Kleba. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Misses the 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Cantor finds Jones. That's slammed in by Jones.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The 3 for Doncic. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doncic has got 5 points so far. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Jones. Anthony right side. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight from deep 3-point range, and some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, give us your... And that should...
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the floor for Portland. Hurrying up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Back to Kleba. Puts it up from 15. Portland grabs the miss.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got the first bucket of the 3rd here for the Mavs.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instinct.
Outside, Covington. Back to McCollum. Right wing. Poked away and stolen by Richardson. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Doesn't go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic. The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Little, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas. It's Jones on the wing. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The pass to Simons. Portland again missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
That's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. Outside for Redick. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time. Good D by McCollum. That's a 2 from Powell. Offensive rebound. Lillard outside. Covington passes to McCollum. A 3-ball. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Lillard against Brunson. Kicks it to Redick. Outside Hardaway. Dallas, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 9. Pass to Lillard. 1:05 left in the third. That one falls. Lillard's got 8 points.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Brunson against Lillard. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Takes a shot at the elbow. That one goes. Count it. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Lillard scanning the floor. Lets it go from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Finney Smith. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Anthony. It's blocked.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. Fires from deep. And Finney Smith gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 12. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Richardson the pass to Finney Smith. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 10. Simons the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Cantor with it. He's picked up by Doncic. The 3. A nice shot by Simons.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Passes to Finney Smith. Doncic outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Doncic gets it to go. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 7. McCollum finds Lillard. Pass to Covington. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. A 3 from McCollum. Drops in the tray.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. They get it back. Marjanovic kicks to Hardaway. Lillard against Doncic. Richardson outside. Over McCollum. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Richardson gets a wide open look. Connects from three-point range.
Well, I love the size Richardson gives you in the backcourt. And also the shooting.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. A three from McCollum. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Doncic outside. Lets the three fly. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The three for Doncic. From deep, Richardson. Rebound by Nurkic.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
McCollum, no good. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Porzingis on the foul. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum